Welcome to the Virtual Hire Hand live blog. My name is Tiffany Parson, and I also have with me today
Ashioma.
and we talk about social media, repurposing, and all things webinar support here on our live Virtual Hire Hand team blog. So today we're going to talk about one of the latest updates with YouTube, and it involves multi-languages. So auto dubbing is on YouTube. Now, this isn't something that is brand new, but it's now available to all accounts. And they have added a larger library of languages. So right now, I think there are 27 languages. So what's going to happen is the viewer will be able to change to the language that they prefer the video to be played in, and it'll automatically have you speaking, let's say, Spanish or Italian. But you, the creator of the video, don't have to do anything. You just put your video out like you normally do. The viewer decides how they want to see it. Now, Ashioma, when I first was reading about this, because I didn't even realize it was, something that was available years ago, in the early days when oh gosh, this might have been like 2008, 2009, I had a client that wanted a WordPress website, and she wanted it to be in Japanese, but also English. And there was a plugin that we had to use, and the person viewing her website could switch it to Japanese or switch it to English. But even in that, we had to make sure everything was right. That was the only time I got an opportunity to work with someone who wanted, the capability of having another language on their website. And so when I saw the auto dubbing for YouTube, I immediately thought about her and thought, wow, this would be something she could utilize and wouldn't have to worry about, it being having a plug-in or something changed. This is something built in. Now, the other thing I thought about was for our clients and those of you that do webinars, if you have an audience of people who speak different languages, now you don't have to be so concerned about accessibility for everybody because it's built in with YouTube. You could let YouTube be the host of your videos. Those videos could be unlisted. This way you can share them to only those that get the replay of your webinar. And then that way those who speak the different languages can switch it to whatever language it is that they speak. What we are going to look into to see if host providers such as, let's say, clients that use HighLevel, does HighLevel with their built-in video system, does it allow a language change? Does I'm trying to think of another one, Teachable, allow for a language change on the videos that they host? If not, we're going to start recommending, if clients need their videos to be in different languages, to put it on YouTube as unlisted and then embed that video into their members area. So this way they can benefit from the auto dubbing. What are your thoughts on this being available to everyone now and just having the ability to, change it to a language that you prefer?
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, this opens creators up to more viewership because since the control is kind of also put in the hands of the viewers, they can actually switch it to their language of preference.
Yes.
And so you can have, a creator or a business owner in the US, and you have subscribers, somewhere in Latin America or anywhere else in the world, and they just decide, okay, I want to switch to my language where
Yeah.
I can understand and have a better feel for it, you know. And so, I mean, that's more languages, more natural speech. And it's not just, what is said, but how it's said.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then viewers definitely, like I said, stay in control.
Yeah.
I guess it brings cutting edge realism in all of this. And it's an effortless win for creators since you have more languages for your subscribers across the board, across the world. And
Right.
also, you as the creator or business owner, like we're talking about webinar, you are also in control because you can decide to provide your own dubs if you want,
Exactly.
or you can also turn it off completely. But I would imagine that you will want to leave it on so that you have people from all over the world being able to switch to, again, their language of preference. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing coming to YouTube, and hopefully, like you were talking about the other platforms, maybe like Thrivecart,
Yeah.
Kajabi, Teachable, at some point, or even HighLevel, at some point they would get into it as well, because creators are hosting their videos on those platforms, and they obviously want to keep them there because
Yes.
that's the whole essence as well. So yeah,
Right.
it's good. It's good.
Awesome. And speaking of like the video platforms and hosting, if you right now have a members area or you have your videos hosted somewhere other than YouTube, we're curious to know where you house your videos for your courses or your membership area. Share that in the comments where you are currently set up for your videos. Is it in Teachable? Is it in Kajabi? We're curious to know where your videos are. One other thing to note is that you will not look like those old karate movies where you can see them speaking Japanese or Chinese, and the lips. I forget which way it went. The lips will be moving and then stop, and then you hear like the voiceover. So when they're doing the auto dubbing, it's going to sync up to match your lip movement. So it
Exactly.
won't be like, lips moving and then you hear words when you're not talking. So they're testing it out to get the lips to sync as well. So that's pretty neat. I'm planning to play around with it just to see how it works. It actually might be a neat way to learn a new language.
Right. Right.
So let us know where you're putting your videos, and we're going to be checking out the other platforms to see if they're going to be incorporating something like this. So that is the latest and greatest with YouTube, the ability to have multiple languages. And if you're wondering, I don't even know, should I even put my videos on YouTube? If that is a question for you, just know that it was noted in the YouTube on the YouTube blog. It was noted that there are 6 million daily views watched, daily viewers, not views, I'm sorry. 6 million daily viewers watched at least 10 minutes of auto dub content
Mm-hmm.
daily. 6 million daily viewers. Imagine that. That watched at least 10 minutes of auto dub content. So if you're wondering, is YouTube worth it? Are people watching on YouTube? That 6 million lets you know they are. If you're wondering, is the auto dub, is this just another, you know, bell and whistle, but I don't really need it? Know that people watch at least 10 minutes of auto dub content. So anyway, that is enough on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. If you are not already one of our followers, if you're watching from Facebook, be sure to click the button to follow along. If you're watching from YouTube, be sure to hit subscribe. Either way, we want to make sure that you get a notification. So pick your platform, Facebook or YouTube, follow and subscribe so you can get notified each time we upload a new video, and also share any articles or other information as we find it. Thanks again. You have an amazing day.